Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Bricks. So these came out about a couple of months ago, and there are only two of them, and I decided to pick them both up because, you know, I love my shimmery products and highlighter kind of things. So these came out about March, April time. And there are only two of them, as I said. Hopefully they will extend their collection a little bit more because they are so brilliant. So there's two of them. So this is Radiant. This is like the more neutral kind of natural kind of product, and this is Rose Gold, which is kind of more darker, and it's got a lot more darker colours and tones in there. And I don't know if you have ever owned a shimmer brick before, but if you haven't, then a shimmer brick contains 5 colours or 5 shades. It goes from light to dark, and usually they have a highlight on the top, and then it goes down, or whatever colour strips will be down there, but usually the first one is a highlighter shade, so you can either use it on its own or swirl it all together. So you might think these are very similar to a expensive product. These are kind of dupes for the Bobbi Brown shimmer bricks. So I've got a shimmer brick here by Bobbi Brown. This is the Sunset Shimmer. As you can see, they are very similar in the packaging, and well, not the packaging, but the style of the product. Bobbi Brown, I think, came up with the first shimmer brick, and then since then all these companies have decided to bring out their own version. So I know 17 Collection, God, who else? There's been quite a lot of drugstore companies who have actually tried to dupe the Bobbi Brown shimmer bricks, but I haven't tried them, but I've only tried the Makeup Revolution ones, since they are very cheap and they're just brilliant. But these are cost about £30 odd, and this costs £3. So you can see a huge difference. Packaging is different. Bobbi Brown is a lot more sturdier compared to the Makeup Revolution, but hey, that's fine. So they are definitely a dupe for the Bobbi Brown shimmer bricks. Moving away from the dupes, the packaging of the Makeup Revolution shimmer bricks is very simple, very plain. It's nothing really to say about it. It's got a clear lid, so you can clearly see what the shade is, and if it's the right one for you. And I think it's sturdy enough to go travelling. It's not as sturdy as a Bobbi Brown shimmer brick. As you can see, they are pretty different. This is much more bulkier, this is a lot more slimmer, but it's more prone to breakages and stuff. But I think it should be fine to travel. It's not going to break that easily. I do like how it's very slim and sleek looking. Like, got 2 of them. They just take up no room whatsoever in your makeup bag or your storage place, wherever you keep them. So they are very sleek compared to this. You know, you have, I don't know if this is showing you correctly, but yeah, you can see that 2 shimmer bricks by Makeup Revolution is 1 shimmer brick of the Bobbi Brown. So you can see how big and clumpy the packaging is for this, and look how sleek that is for the Makeup Revolution ones, which I really like. I like how slim and small it is. I just really like that. Okay, so Makeup Revolution, I've written down what Makeup Revolution have put on their website about the shimmer bricks. Oop, lost one. So they say, containing the warmth from a bronzer with highlighters to give a gorgeous definition to all skin tones. Either use each shade from the shimmer brick on its own, or swirl your brush around to pick up all the colours. That's what they say basically. It's very short and sweet and simple explanation, and basically just tells you how to use the product. As the strips are quite thin, it'd be very hard to get a big brush in there, so it's probably best to swirl each product or each brick around to give you the colour. Obviously the Radiant one will give you a lot lighter finish, whereas the Rose Gold will give you a darker finish. I have written a blog post on this with swatches of the of each shade and all swirled together. If you want to have a quick read, I'll leave the link below for you. But I'm going to go through each shimmer brick now and swatch you the shades. So I have zoomed you in a tiny bit more so you can actually see what I'm doing. So this is the radiant one. So this is more of a neutral kind of colour without looking too bonkers, and yeah, I quite like this one. So as you can see, it ranges from a highlighter down to a bronzy kind of colour. So I'm going to swatch all 5 and tell you what they are. So let's start with the highlighter colour. That's what it looks like on my finger. It's a nice colour. If I just swatch it for you. So that's the first one. Where is it? There it is. So that is the first one. That is a white shimmer, but actually looks more yellow in the it looks more yellow actually on your hand compared to the actual when it's in the pan. It looks a heck of a lot more yellow. I might zoom you in a tiny bit more so you can actually see it properly. Next one is this peachy shade. As you can see, it's such a lovely colour. It's a peachy pink with gold shimmer running through it. It's such a beautiful colour. It gives off a heck of a lot of sheen. I don't know if this is showing different on camera because that's the white, that's the peachy gold, which is lovely, which is the second in the row. Third up is this colour here. This is a copper kind of colour. It has a heck of a lot of shimmer, as you can see. It's very pigmented, and only like 1-2 swipes of it and it picks up that much product, so I quite like that one. This is the 4th one down, and this is a beige and pink colour, so I think this is a lot more different. The second one here, they look kind of similar in the pan, but they don't actually on the skin. One's more of a peachy pink and this one more of a beigey pink, but I see it's brilliant and love the colours. And the last one is this colour here. This is a golden brown, so it's such a lovely colour. So that's all 4 of them. So if I put it, no, that won't work, will it? If I put it like that, you can see all the colours, and if I put this like that, you can see all the colours then from that. So you can see it's quite neutral. It's not going to be too much in your face. For pale skin, this is probably better for us because it's more of a pale colour and more natural for us. But yeah, that's what they look like. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that's what it looks like all swirled together. They did a very light swatch of it. So it's more of it's kind of like a light bronzy golden colour, which is very, very nice. Very shimmery, perfect. So that's radiant. Next one is rose gold. So it's a lot more darker in tone, and there's like already quite dark colours in there, so let's go and swatch them. So the first one is this one here. It's very similar to the one in the other palette, the highlighter in the other palette. It's definitely yellow toned again compared to what it's like in the pan, but it's definitely a lot nicer. It's the same as the other one really. So that's the highlighter shade, and that is the second one down, and this is a bronzy pink. This is darker than the other pink in the other palette, but yes, that's very nice. Third one down I call is a bright copper because it is very bright on the hand and in the packaging as well. So that's a bright bronze, I call it. Very nice. Next one is this one here. I call it a red bronze because it looks quite reddy and red compared to the other bronze colours. So yes, that's that one. And the last one from the palette is this. I call it it's dark taupe brown. So that's what rose gold looks like from light to dark. I'll just show you with the palette as well. There we go. You can see the colours now. As you can see, they're a lot more darker than the other palette, but it's still really nice. This is definitely more for the darker skin tone, or if you want to have a lot more tan, then this will be perfect for you. So that is what it looks like when it all swatched around. As you can see, it's a lot more darker in tone than the radiant one, but I think this is going to give you a lot more of a bronze tanned kind of look with a shimmer going through it. I absolutely love this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch them on my face for you. So I do one side of the Radiant, one side of the Rose Gold. So I'm going to start off with the Radiant. So I'm going to use this small brush here. I've got two different brushes, the same kind of thing. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use a Radiant, which I've already messed up because I was swatching it for you. So I'm just going to swirl this around. This produces a lot of fallout and powder, as you can see. So that's not a good thing of it. So I'm just going to tap it off and just apply it to my cheeks. What I like to do is build it up, because if you just whack it straight on, it just gives you a very patchy kind of colour. So you kind of need to make sure it's nice and even. I've got a blemish there as well, so that's why it looks a heck of a lot. That's why it looks patchy, but yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute, what I think about it. Can you see, people? Shimmer. Hopefully you can actually see the shimmer on it. But yeah, it's very shimmery. It's very natural kind of look. For us paleys, this look a lot better than the others. But yeah, this looks patchy on camera, but it's not in real life. I've got a blemish there, so what I think of these is that they cling to blemishes and any dry patches, which makes it patchy, so that's not a great thing. That's what I don't like. So I've got a blemish here and blemish there, and they kind of like picked it up, and I know you shouldn't be like highlighting blemishes anyway, but it's just kind of there, and I want to show you what it looks like. So that will do for that one, because I don't want to go too bonkers and mad. So I know this kind of looks a little bit patchy, but that's because I've just explained it. So compared to that aside, can you see the difference? I don't know if it is picking up or not, but yeah, I definitely got a shimmer here and a bit of a bronze kind of look, which I love that. So that's the Radiant, and I'll move on to the Rose Gold. So I'm going to use the Real Techniques brush this time. I'm going to top it off. It's a heck of a lot more pigmented, so I'm going to basically apply it nicely. Start slowly and work your way up. I don't know if you can actually see it, but that's the Rose Gold. It's a lot more darker in tone than the Radiant. So if I look like this, do I look a little bit different? On either side, that's the Radiant one, so it gives a nice radiance kind of glow, whereas the Rose Gold is more of a bronzy kind of highlighty kind of colour. So yeah, I also got different uses. Obviously the Radiant one is kind of like the hourglass ambient lighting powders, sort of give you a nice inner glow, as they call it, whereas this, the Rose Gold, is kind of like a bronzy in your face kind of colour, like you've been to the beach and stuff. So hopefully you can actually see that, and you can actually see the glow and the bronze kind of look. I have tried my hardest to get it to work properly. So yes, what I think of it. Okay, so now that I've done the swatches and the face swatches as well, I'll zoom you out. So this might look a little bit weird because I've got two different colours on me, but hey, that's fine, that's life. Okay, so what I think of these is that they're very smooth to touch, as in it's very smooth, it's not hard feeling, it's very smooth, and you pick up a heck of a lot of product. Even if you just do swatches like I did, it picked up a heck of a lot of product, and you do not need a lot, and it applies nicely as well. As I said, if you've got blemishes or dry skin on your cheeks, then it will pick it up and it will show. For example, this one here, I've got a blemish here and it's picked up, probably because I'm using a highlighter and it's just highlighted the fact that I've got a blemish on my face, but it will pick up any dry areas and any blemishes. Got two blemishes on my cheek here, and it's just shown it right up. But yeah, and it looks a little bit patchy because of it, but it's not patchy, trust me, it looks fine on my skin. It's very pigmented, as I said. You do not need you do not need a lot, because it's so pigmented, and if you go overboard, for example, especially the rose gold one, which is this one, if you spoil your brush in it a lot and you get a lot of product, then you put it on your cheek, then you'll just get too much and it'll be hard to blend out. So I always recommend you sort of applying it slowly and build up the colour, so you can see how much you want, and if you have too much, then that's fine, you can stop there. But yeah, rather than just swirling it around, then just whack it on your face and then you'll have a great big patch of bronzer. That won't be very good. Whereas at least if you build it up, you can control how much you want. It's very shimmery, as by the name, it's a shimmer brick. So if you don't like shimmer, then these are definitely not for you. But for shimmer freaks like me and who love shimmer products, then this is perfect for you. It does last all day. So for example, I put it on at 7 o'clock in the morning for work, and when I come home and take my makeup off at 10 o'clock, and it's still kind of there. The shimmer has kind of the shimmer and the colour do kind of go after a while, but it's still there. You can still see it on your cheeks. It's just less intense than when you first put it on. You can use it anywhere as well, so you can use different parts of this for different kinds of the body or face. You can put it on your neck here. You can use it basically anywhere you want, and because it is a multi-purpose product, so you can use these you can use these shades for eyeshadow, bronzer, anywhere where you want to basically. And it's only £3, so £3 is not a lot whatsoever. £3 for one of them, so £6 in total is brilliant. And compared to the Bobbi Brown, which is like 30 odd pound, you can get a lot of Makeup Revolution shimmer bricks for that amount of money. As I said, they are very powdery, so when I was swatching them and swirling them around, they do tend to be a bit powdery and kick up a lot of powder and shimmer. So I don't be able to actually be able to see the packaging, but it's kind of covered in the shimmer and it does go everywhere. Like you swirl it around, you swirl your brush around and it literally goes everywhere. You can see it in the air and stuff. So it is very powdery. Just make you aware, and you're not going to do it over cream carpets because it will literally just go everywhere. But yes, I quite like the shimmer bricks. They're very easy to use. I hope that Makeup Revolution do bring out more shades and colours into this collection, because Bobbi Brown come out with theirs like twice a year or something like that with new ones, and I hope that Makeup Revolution do kind of jump on the bandwagon and produce a heck of a lot more. So yes, if you've got any questions about the Makeup Revolution shimmer bricks, then please leave a comment below and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!